being overweight is not body positivity. It's downright unhealthy. I don't remember how long ago it was, but this was quite a big trend on the socials. Haven't seen it now anytime recently, but this always does pop up from time to time. And that's people that are just downright lazy and don't want to lose weight because they're absolute pigs. And if someone tells them that they're overweight, they're like, no, it's just body positivity. I'm promoting dude. No, you're promoting so many problems with your body, and other people will have the same problems because of your absolute trash thoughts about body positivity. No, you're just flipping unhealthy. Stop doing that.
If there's one thing I've learned in the past 10 plus years, especially with the rise of obesity and overweight positivity and social pressures, especially in the social media industry and in the beauty industries, is that people are retarded. I don't know how else to explain it other than that being of a mental illness. The amount of people who are putting social pressure on others to accept that obesity and being overweight is beautiful is ridiculous. Straight up. And take it from me, being a guy that likes a chubby, plump woman. I love that shit. But there's a fine line between being attractively plump and just being obese or unhealthy. Being unhealthy is not attractive, especially when it's a life choice, because that's a reflection of how much of a shitty, lazy person you are. Genuinely, if you decide to be that obese or that overweight because you want to enjoy things without the hard work to maintain a healthy lifestyle, I'm sorry, that's just pathetic. And with the way that the social media and all these different outlets pander towards these people, there's a reason why a lot of obese content creators are dead. They die young. Why do you think that is? Nikado Avocado had a whole reveal going on about how he fooled the whole world about how they thought he was some obese, mukbang YouTuber. Meanwhile, he was losing weight behind the scenes. People who are smart and of mind aren't crazy enough to ruin their lives like this. Seriously. It's actually ridiculous. And encouraging this shit, we are romanticizing mental and destructive behaviors, mental illness and destructive behavior. We are enticing that. We're romanticizing it. My good God, I saw this video of this guy. He's so morbidly obese. He cannot walk for more than 30 plus seconds per day, and the only time he moves is when he goes to the front of his yard to order from this one ice cream truck that continuously passes by, and he orders so many things. And I look at that, and he might think he's happy. Dude, that is a miserable existence. Absolutely miserable. You cannot convince me otherwise. Dear God, we've got people being offended and calling a model a Nazi just because she has a good figure that people find attractive. I'm glad that the world is kind of going back to that era of where looking good meant you actually need to look good, right? Instead of pandering to all these people who want to live in these little echo chambers and not be told that they're living a life of self-destruction because it causes them anxiety, or it causes them all these false perceptions of I don't care if your feelings get hurt because you're told you're fat. You're fat. Get in the gym. Do some exercise. Live a little bit longer. My good Lord. Or at the very least, if you're going to choose to live like this, then accept the fact that there are going to be a large majority of people who call you out on it. Don't expect people to respect your life choices if it's rooted in fictional mental delulu.
Thing is, what's quite scary, and I think a lot of it is mental problems, because if you don't realize, oh my word, and then you get people that are overweight, these body influencers, that will say that it is healthy where they are and what they're doing. I'm like, no, dude, there are hundreds, thousands of studies with data that's been used over years and years and years saying how bad it is and how unhealthy it is. You can't win that argument. It's just a cover up for them to say, no, body positivity. Like, and then you can't really say anything to that because what? You're shaming someone because they're body positive. Dude, it's such an annoying topic, man. So annoying. And I mean, come on. We are not supposed to be so overweight. And I've seen before where people would eat so much food and like there's just no reason to. It's gluttony. You don't need to. The stomach is something that's so small. Come on, man. And then you get these, I'm not sure if they're still around now, but you get those shows where, what is it, my overweight, something about overweight journey and other things like that. I don't know what the name of these shows are called. But why? What are those shows, dude? They can't even get up and do anything. They need support to get up from the couch. It's insane. But the thing is, they still eat like absolute garbage. Come on. What, so you're just doing this because of the show that you're on and you want to gain this publicity like this? I mean, come on, dude. It's so damn bad for you. Your body doesn't handle that type of stuff. And people, and this is what makes it even worse as well. People are not watching to support you. They're watching because they want to see how disgusting you are. There we go. I said it. That's most of the audience. It's not because they like you. It's because they like watching you disgust yourself.
I agree with you 100%. There's a thing called hate watching. People are miserable with their lives and they love seeing someone more miserable than they are. That's why there's two kinds of people that enjoy obese content creators. Number one, it's people who hate watch because they love to see people fail or people that struggle or people that just look ridiculous and laugh at them. Or number two, it's also obese people that want to live in an echo chamber. They want to be told that their lifestyle choice is good and that they're beautiful when they're not, right? And like, I don't even know, I feel like it's a mental illness, like you said. But also, people just want to be comfortable. People want to be comfortable and just avoid challenge completely. They want to live their life the way they want, and they don't want to be told that what they're doing or their lifestyle is destructive or it's bad. They want to just be able to do whatever they want, eat the food they want, not have to strain themselves doing exercise. And they think to themselves, why must I change when society should just accept me? Otherwise, they're body shaming me. Otherwise, they're fat phobic. Otherwise, they're A, B, C, and every other damn letter in the alphabet. No, it's strictly, I do not care if you try to live an unhealthy lifestyle. That's on you. But if you expect me to think and accept your way of thinking because you think it's correct, fuck off. Honestly. Because that's such bullshit. There is literal evidence, like you said, so much study has gone into this, but these people, it goes through one ear and out the other. They don't want to hear it. It's so immature, childish, and just retarded. Again, I cannot think of a different way to express my thoughts on these people. It is ridiculous. And the fact that you even have people who are trying to push these ideals onto others, making them gain weight, make them think that's beautiful, I'm at a loss for words. I can't. It's so infuriating. And I know to be a content creator, you have to have an ego. But for the love of God, when I see someone on the internet and they're so overconfident in themselves, when they've got really no reason to be, and look, yes, love yourself, but love yourself enough to recognize you need to change, to recognize you need help. Because you're sitting there and you're so overconfident and you're so smug. You're so smug about your appearance because socially we have now conditioned society to now be afraid to call out these people. If you tell someone that they're fat or they're obese, or they need to go to the gym, or they don't look good, then you're bullying them. You're fat phobic. You're all this stuff. You're such a terrible person. You are the terrible person because you're telling me I need to get help. What kind of fucked up logic is that? And all of this, it leads to worse things. The fact that so many people are so narrow-minded, they have such little foresight to actually see the negative implications and ramifications of this, of romanticizing it, of making it such a glorified thing, is so bad. What is going to happen with the later generation? Already, lots of countries have serious problems with obesity. Then they look at other countries like some of the Asian countries where the sizes are much smaller. Look at society on that side in the East. Look at Japan, for example. Look at the society and the community of Japan. They're cleaner. They live healthier lifestyles. They're more conscious. Obesity is at such an alarming percentage down there in Japan versus a place like the United States. It's shocking. And exactly like you mentioned, stomachs are not meant to hold so much food. It's literally such a small thing. I actually had a conversation about this with my girlfriend the other day, and it was actually we were talking about it, and I told her it's actually a true fact. Your stomach does not expand based on the amount of food you require to consume. It expands based on the amount of food you put into it. So over a long period of time, you might think you have a big appetite, but rather it's just that you don't need that much food to survive. You've just conditioned your stomach to stretch in order to compensate for the amount of food you eat. And that's one of the leading causes to obesity. It's just greed and gluttony.
And I think because of social media and inverted commas influencers, this has blown up a lot more than what it was years ago. Look in the past, I mean, I'm not going to go do the research right now, so I'm just taking a guess at this. But the amount of people that weren't overweight back in the day was so much less because people actually knew that it was bad for you. There weren't people that were promoting that you must live this unhealthy life. So yeah, I don't know, and I don't see this ever stopping.
Yeah, like I agree with you. It's been completely blown out of proportion. It's been made into this kind of fantasy kind of lifestyle where people think, so you're telling me that I don't have to cohere to the social cues of what is quote unquote attractive by societal standards. I can just not give a fuck, not try, be a fat, sweaty piece of lard, and people should just accept it. And I'm a 10 out of 10. We're all 10s out of 10s. I think that's very disingenuous, and I think it's very dangerous and toxic. You can be so positive and end up being toxic. Toxic positivity is not a new thing. It's in a lot of different things. Gaming industries, beauty industries, Hollywood, all of these places, all of these factors, jobs, they all have toxic positivity. And I'm not saying that people should go attack people who are overweight. I'm not saying it's okay to shout insults or anything like that. Contrary to some of the things I've said, I don't think it's ever okay to attack people. But as individuals, you need to decide to do what's best for you and acknowledge that even if it's comfy, what you're doing right now is not good for you. It's not good for you, it's not good for your loved ones, and it really damages what should be internal character strength. It's not strong of you to love yourself despite being overweight or obese. It's strong of you to recognize that you are in an unhealthy shape and you need to become better in order for you to enjoy things more. Straight up. Getting into shape allows you to enjoy everything. No one's saying get ripped. Even I'm not ripped. I don't want to be ripped. But being active just allows me to enjoy everything so much more. I can enjoy the foods I like. I can enjoy the activities I love to do without weighing so much on the scale that it makes me out of breath just walking up some stairs.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need to step into the gym to live a healthy life. And I think a lot of people forget that.